Sami's know-how can be seen in its ability of facing increasingly complex challenges, such as the bulk Kremi project created with Coe Clarity Logistics, and entirely designed and made by Sami at its headquarters in Narniscalo. The particularity of this plant is that of being the first in the world suitable for transshipment operations of bulk sulfur with conveyor belts. The technological heart of the bulk Kremi project is the innovative ship loader, the first of its kind able to carry out movements and performances which allowed the loading of any kind of ship, from small crane ships to Panamax, with significant reduction in transshipment times and respecting environmental regulations. The company's technical laboratory, in collaboration with specialized partner companies, engineered the entire mechanical, hydraulic and electrical parts of the plant. The ship loader in particular was analyzed in all its complexity, a unique machine of its kind that summarizes the high technological level the company has attained. The ship loader, or continuous loading machine of material transshipped directly to the hulls of bulk cargo carriers, ships that can transport non-liquid and non-unitarized loads in containers or pallets, is the heart as well as the jewel in the crown of a larger conveyor plant made by Sami Limited to be installed on one of those commonly called OFTs, offshore floating terminal, ships or platforms used to transship material inside the merchant ships which carry to destination. The complete plant is made up of 2 loading hoppers, 2 extractor belts and 3 conveyor belts up to 60 meters long and the ship loader. Credit goes to Sami to have entirely created, designed and built the plant at its workshop in Narniscalo, from where it was then sent to its final destination in Ukraine. What is special about this plant is that it is the first plant in the world suitable for the offshore transshipment of pelletized sulfur, a highly inflammable material due to its dusts, the installation of which comes under the European ATEX regulations. The ship loader, weighing a total of 100 tons, has 3 main functions, allowing it to reach any corner of the hulls of merchant ships up to 80,000 registered tons. It can rotate in plan as far as covering a 270 degrees angle, lift its main jib to a maximum inclination of 50 degrees. This allows it to pass over the top of the ship masts in its loading during hull-changing operations, or extract its internal mobile structure as far as 30 meters approximately. Thanks to these characteristics, material can be loaded in any part of the hold, thus optimizing the load and consequently the capacity and reducing loading times. Obviously, this leads to higher proceeds for the shipping company. Special attention has been paid to limiting the plant's dust emissions, also according to explosive atmosphere regulations, by adopting a series of first-class international emission-reducing equipment. Among these solutions, the adoption of a telescopic pipe on the terminal part of the ship loader is of utmost importance. Equipped with its own motorization and controls, it allows the material to be unloaded directly inside the hulls, so it doesn't have to be dropped from a height superior to the main deck. Using this equipment significantly reduces dust emission, complying the environmental regulations in force. All the construction phases and carpentry included packing list, purchase of raw materials, preparation of semi-processed propedeutic elements for mechanical assembly, welding, pre-assembly, and were carried out by skilled workers from Sami, putting to good use the over 10-year experience in various technical works. Special attention was paid to the choice of very high-quality material of J0 and J2 standard, assuring low temperature resistance, -20 degrees. The excellent quality of SAMI's technicians in the manual welding of tubiform grid joints gave a positive result in the non-destructive tests. The exceptional quality of the paint was obtained by special materials and various processing cycles, such as sandblasting, several coats of primer and color that generated a perfect enameling, rendering a long-term durability of the treated surfaces even in extreme conditions, such as those at sea. Due to the complexity of the plant, a simulated installation was necessary in order to make sure the machine was in good working order. A digging was carried out next to the workshops to make way for the enormous foundations in order to anchor the wheel element with suitable stays. High-lifting power cranes were used in the next phase for housing the body of the ship loader on the wheel element, where it was then secured with huge kingpins to the hinges of the cylinder and immobile structure. An event day was then organized to test and show the huge manufacture to Clerici, the customer, and to the authorities and several local representatives. The main functionalities at a cinematism level that the remote control ship loader is able to perform were presented. Also the electric control cabin with synoptic control and all the equipment to set the various technological components in motion and for monitoring the state of the plant were presented. Due to the enormous size of the components, several outside loads and a whole series of special packaging were necessary in order to deliver all the necessary material for the completion of the order without any technical inconvenience, thus facilitating the installation of the bulk Kremi plant. No barriers exist, only new challenges. This is the slogan that SAMIS has adopted for this work. With its manufacture, the company's know-how was exalted increasingly, ranking it as protagonist on international markets.